Welcome back to Industry RSVP In-Depth. This is Madaline Larocque again, and again this week we're going to be talking with RJ Adams, who is, of course, an acting coach. We've had you on Coaching Corner, and so I'd like to know more about your acting classes. Can you tell me, like, as an actor, if I were to go to one of your classes, what can I expect?
Chaos. No, we're an old dinosaur. Let me tell you the foundations first of all. In dinosaur, I mean, in the old days, back when I started studying acting, either with Meisner was 5 days a week, but then Charles Conrad 2 days a week. We're the only workshop left that still does 2 times a week. I mean, as far as one particular group would be concerned, whereas most workshops that are once a week. And that's very beneficial. So we're, traditionally we still maintain kind of the old trend as far as the foundation of the workshop is concerned. It's disciplined in terms of people are there to work, the actors are there to work. I don't yell at actors, I don't raise my voice, I don't scream and yell and carry on like a lunatic, because you can communicate with people. I don't think of myself as a guru type, and I think the actors respond to that. They know what I expect. They know what really the environment is, very professional, and they respond very well to that. If they don't, we ask them to find another place where they can go and fool around. But and the premise of it is an exercise in concentrating on the other actor. That the more you focused on the other actor that you're working with, your genius or talent in your subconscious activates. The creative process begins to work. And therefore you end up truly working in the moment. Your instincts are alive. You become very impulsive in what you're doing, which is the best kind of actor because you never know what they're going to do. But as long as your intellectual mind is placed on yourself, the subconscious cannot work because you can't think and listen at the same time. 2 things cannot occupy the same space. So in that regard, we're very, very sound in what we do, and it's never changed in 28 years. It's always been the same. You can hear so many great actors, Academy Award-winning actors. I'll tell you a real quick story. I went to see a movie called The Pianist, and I really didn't know who Adrian Brody was, but I went to see it because a couple of my documentaries center around that time period, that historical time period. So my wife and I we went to see The Pianist, and as I was watching him, I thought, boy, this guy's terrific. Boy, he's really good. I was so impressed with him, right? And 2 days later, at the time we were doing a show called Backstage Live, which I was hosting, and which in Breakdown was behind and very supportive of. It was the radio version of Backstage West. And so I was hosting the show. I walk in one day, and Rob Kent, who was the producer, or co-host of the show at the time, said to me, guess what, we got Adrian Brody's going to be on. I said, oh, it's terrific. I said, I just saw the movie. He said, well, here's a number, call him to see how he works with it as an actor. I said, well, I don't have to call him. He said, why? I said, I already know what he does. He said, how do you know that? I said, I saw the movie. He said, but what if he comes from... I said, there's no other way to get to the truth. There's only one way you can perform like that, truthfully, in reality, as a real person, and I already know how he's doing it. So sure enough, I got him on. In fact, he was late calling. We get on the phone with each other, right? And it's like we had studied at the same place. I mean, it was just an amazing interview, and when we were through, Rob said, that's incredible. I said, I told you. He's going to say the same things because if you're really a good film actor, you're working from within yourself. You're reacting to what the other actor is doing to you rather than creating it yourself. But you always have yourself. It's a process of being and not doing. And that's where the camera catches everything you do. You cannot lie to that camera, ever. And so fake is fake, and there's no in-betweens. You're either real and truthful or you're fake, but you're not somewhere in between. So when you see a really good actor at work, you know where it's coming from. And it's this kind of centered place that has nothing to do with the conscious mind. It has everything to do with the subconscious. And boy, I'll tell you, there's nothing like watching actors like that. And they're almost always the best there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he is one of the greats.
Yeah, he was terrific. They're all like that, and they all talk that language.
On a side note, I will actually give you very good money for his phone number because I think he's dreamy. But anyway.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Absolutely dreamy.
Yeah, he's a charming person, no question about it.